Good morning, children. In this topic today we will study about longitude and time. Previous classes we have discussed about what are the differences between the longitudes and latitudes, etc., and how much how it is measured, etc. What is important of latitudes and longitude. Now longitude and time, because of with the help of longitude we find out the time of a place. We know that it takes 24 hours for the earth to complete one rotation or the full rotation. So how longitude is able or making us to find out the time of a particular area. Time also differences we can find when we have a midday in India. It offers opposite exactly opposite of the globe or the earth. There is the time difference. We know that it is midday here, then it is midnight the other side of the earth or globe. Now the best means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. With the help of these movement of planets, earth and moon, we can find out the time of an area. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. We can find out with the movement of the sun, easy to find out the timing. When sun rises and sets every day throughout the day world, in a particular time only, there is no much differences. Exactly 24 hours the earth also moving around the sun. So local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrise and sunset. We can find out the shadow of the sun when shadow created by the sun. When sun shines in the morning and evening, longest shadows we can find. We are standing or any object when we are keeping in the sunlight, we can find the shadow longest in the morning and evening time, at the time of sunrise and sunset also. We can find the shortest shadow or no shadow in the midday or in the middle of the day. When it is midday, no shadow, and after midday also we can find the shadow increases of any object. When the prime meridian, or which we often say Greenwich meridian, which is passing through the center of the earth, which also called the which is also the prime meridian, which is passing through Greenwich in London. Okay, this has the sun. Also has the sun the highest point in the sky. All the places along this meridian will have midday or noon. So when what is the sun what is the position of the sun on the Greenwich longitude or the prime meridian. Okay, Greenwich meridian or Greenwich longitude or the prime meridian, which is passing through Greenwich in London. If the time is midday there, we can find these all regions of on this longitude is considered as the same time. Okay, so every country is having many different longitudes or different meridians are passing through all the countries of the world. So as the earth rotates from west to east, those places of the east of the Greenwich will be ahead of Greenwich time, and those who are west will be behind it. So the rate of difference can be calculated as follows. The earth rotates 360 degrees in 24 hours, which means 15 degrees and also an hour or 1 minute in 4 minutes. We can find here many longitudes or meridians, this is the prime meridian which passes through Greenwich in London, which is marked as the 0 degree. Of the right side, this is called the east direction, or the left side is the west direction. Now if the this prime meridian has 12 o'clock noon time, the other regions, the eastern directions, time will be ahead of 12 o'clock. And you can find out there are other longitudes, all these regions which are passing, and all these areas are forward in time, and here this is still backward in time. That means when we are in the eastern hemisphere, the time is ahead of the Greenwich meridian. Okay, so if it is 12 o'clock in the Greenwich meridian and at the same time here already 12 completed, okay, it will be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the eastern direction. Already sun has risen earlier there. Now here when we are moving towards the west direction, if it is 12 o'clock in the Greenwich meridian, it will be less here. It is not noon till. This direction we can find in the western hemisphere, even it may be morning time, or even this when we are going backward, just opposite of the Greenwich meridian, its backside, the time will be midnight there. When it is 12 o'clock noon here in the Greenwich meridian, opposite of the globe there will be, or opposite of the earth there will be midnight. We can find where it is the Greenwich meridian passing through London. Okay, so this here in the east and west, when we are talking, it is moving towards from west to east direction. Okay, the here in the Greenwich meridian, if it is 12 o'clock noon, the back side, the other side of the earth, it is 12 o'clock night. When towards the east direction, this is the east direction, time will be forward or ahead of the Greenwich meridian, and here it will be backside also. And in this direction we can find 12 o'clock noon, it will be evening here, this is morning, and this backside or the other side of the earth, it is night time. So that is the difference of time between the Greenwich meridian and other regions of the earth. So when it is 12 o'clock noon, we can find 12 o'clock noon at the Greenwich time. The time at 15 degrees east of the Greenwich will be 15 into 4 is equal to 60 minutes. That means it takes 4 minutes for the sunlight to pass on all each meridian. Okay, so it takes 4 minutes for each meridian to pass the sunlight here. Okay, sunlight is taken 4 minutes for passing each meridian there. That means if the time is here 12 o'clock, if there are 15, suppose there are 15 degrees or 15 longitudes are there, 15 meridians are there, for 1 minute for each meridian there is a 1 minute time. So that then we are calculating, we need to cross 15 meridians or 15 longitudes to cover 60 minutes. That means we will get 60 minutes or 1 hour. So the when we are at the same time, we also, when we move towards the west direction also, time will be backward. Okay, so at any place at which the can be adjusted to read 12 o'clock when the sun is at the highest point in the sky, which so that our watches, when we are traveling from our country to the other country, there will be time differences. When we are moving towards the east direction, especially by aeroplanes or flights, when we are moving towards the east direction or west direction, there will be time differences. Then we have to adjust our watch to match with the time of their other countries. So for the convenience of timing, when there are these differences, every country has taken their prime meridian, which is passing through the center of their country and which is calculated as the local time of the particular nation. So India also has a local time, that is also our middle of India, there, which is the prime meridian passing through the center of India, is considered as the standard time of our country. So how do we have the standard time of India? We will study in the next class.